Very good evening and welcome to Barnsley Football Club's YouTube coverage of this FA Youth Cup third round tie between Barnsley under 18s and Newcastle United under 18s. Barnsley Academy head coach Mark Burton names this team: Chatterton, Bree, Smith, Cowgill, Freeman, Rogerson, Pilkington, Biggins, Nana, Maris and Templeton are the first 11. Holgate, Alton and Love, Moore and Rustling, the goalkeeper, are the substitutes this evening. This Youth Cup tie, Sunderland await this evening's winners. Chris Johnson is alongside me in the commentary box at Oakwell this evening. First of all, Chris, it'd be remiss of me not to mention the appointment of Danny Wilson returning as first team manager today. What are your thoughts on that one?
I think it's the best appointment the club could have made, to be honest. I think it's what the majority of supporters wanted to see. Somebody back at the club who has a link to the town, its history and everything he did before. Obviously it's going to be completely different to what happened the last time he was here, but I think we just need that feel-good factor to bring him back, get a few more bums on seats, get the ball on the floor and hopefully results will follow.
So on to tonight's clash then. Obviously we wish Danny all the best in his second spell as manager. On to tonight's game though, Newcastle United. Do you think Barnsley have got a chance of progressing? It's going to be a tough game.
It is going to be a tough game. Obviously a Premiership side's youth team are going to have internationals in it. I'm sure they have got internationals in it. But we're at home. There's a few people come out to see. If we work hard, take us chances, you never know. It's a cup game. Anything can happen in a cup game.
About to get underway. Newcastle to kick off from left to right towards the Ponty end. Tonight's referee is James Thornhill. Cold evening at Oakwell. Dave Watson is the academy coach at Newcastle, former Norwich City and Everton centre-back. We'll talk about the manager in a second as we get underway. So Aaron's down the left wing. Good block by Smith at right back. It's a corner.
He's caught us napping a little bit there, didn't he, from the kick-off. Didn't pick up on the long ball, failed to get the crossing.
Cowgill will be the man to take it. Joe Joyce is the Newcastle academy manager, a mass over 400 appearances for Barnsley, of course. A useful looking corner, it's a good stretch by Chatterton. A good punt downfield as well. Maris. Biggins out to the far side. Back with Ollie. Put away by Brennan for Newcastle. A big strong looking team, Newcastle, Chris.
Yeah, a big strong looking team. They also looked to have a couple of pacey wings on either side.
Good work by Booth, or Smith should I say, on this near side for Barnsley.
I'm looking forward to watching Smith in left back tonight. Like the few times I've seen him play, he's always stood out. A player who looks like he'll definitely step up.
Yeah, good challenge there. Stopping Newcastle in their tracks down the right wing. Barnsley have a free kick. Smith himself will take. Diagonal ball with the left boot. He's looking for Pilkington. This is Biggins. Decent looking cross. Nudged away by Saka. The final effort well wide. And across from the right hand side was a decent one, Chris. And the defender just did enough, didn't he?
It was a great ball in. First time ball in. It looked for all the others to drop onto Nana's head, but it was a good defender in the end.
Yeah, we'll not try and pronounce the whole of Nana's name this evening.
Is he a local lad, is he?
Yeah, from Longwood, I think. Yeah. Ball's back with Brendan Pearson, the Newcastle goalkeeper. Got my team sheet sorted now. Should be Freeman's. Brennan. Barnsley throw. Joe Joyce is Newcastle Academy manager, and we've got Kevin Richardson as well on the bench tonight, who had a spell here in the late 1990s. He's also part of the coaching setup. Newcastle knock it long. Risky from Chatterton, who in the sweeping up job, but he got there.
Yeah, he did well there. Came out quickly and dealt with the danger. Throw into Newcastle.
Ben Drennan will take it. England under-17 international. Armstrong. Force to the corner flag. It will be a corner. By the deflection of Rogerson. Good covering that. From Eddie Rogerson, Chris.
Yeah, it was. Close it down. It's a quick corner.
Not a bad corner either.
No, it's not.
It's flicked on by Ollie. Number 4 Cowgill, should I say, not Ollie. That's Newcastle's number 4. Newcastle will force another corner now on the far left-hand side of the field. Good turnout in the West Stand this evening.
There is, and obviously a few of them have come to see Danny, who's here tonight as well.
Certainly have.
Got a nice reception as he came out.
This is going to be Ollie, number 4 for Newcastle with the corner. Right foot in towards the near post, easy for Chatterton though, routine stuff.
Yeah, nice and easy into his chest, well claimed.
Yeah, good positioning from the Barnsley goalkeeper. 0-0, 5 minutes in already. What have you made of it so far?
Well, Newcastle have been more attacking of the two sides, but we seem to have dealt with it well. They've not had any chances in that time. I think it could be like this for the vast majority of the game, but when we get a chance we have to make sure we take it.
There's Gillespie's header away for the Magpies, Barnsley throw. Bree will take far side. Needs a bit of movement. Down the line for Nana. Lead in the air. It's Bree.
Good quick feet off now.
Good switch of play for Smith. Down the line for Templeton. Left footed. Decent cross, can anybody connect just wide?
Fantastic ball in from Templeton. Knocked onto his left, got the ball in. There's 2 men in that post. Just stabbed, just wide.
Callum Pilkington with the final touch. The goalkeeper might have got across, but it's decent stuff from Barnsley. Very positive and encouraging.
Great ball in. Whipped it in, bends away from the keeper, and unlucky. Probably the best chance of the game.
Pearson then, a relieved man. Takes the goal kick. Start by Cowgill. Gilliard looking for a run from Brennan. Freeman will nudge it back, and Chatterton with a no-nonsense clearance. Nana beaten in the air by Saka. Ollie. It's a good ball, but intercepted by Bree, who read it well. A Decent pass inside Newcastle by the looks of things, as you'd expect.
They like it on the floor, don't they? Probably talk like that. Quick, short passes. But then they've got pace on the wing, so if they break quickly, they're going to be in trouble.
Sapkar, the Slovakian. Gilead, captain for Newcastle this evening. Sapkar again. Brennan's touch. Kemen. Challenge came in from Rogerson. Just did enough there to ensure that the ball went behind.
He did very well there. Just shepherded him out, the ball went out of play. Well defended.
Olivier Kemen then, a Frenchman. Stopped in his tracks down the inside right channel. Barnsley goal kick. 0-0. A decent start, and Barnsley have come closest to scoring so far in the 8 minutes that we've seen in this one.
We have. For all the possession Newcastle have had, the best chance of the game came to Barnsley.
Pressure from Nana. Gillespie's clearance out to the left. Just pulled him back. Free kick.
He's lucky not to get
Templeton the offender, yeah.
He played it out defence well there, Newcastle, and he was away.
Freeman's free kick gets a return ball. No nonsense clearance there by Cowgill. Averts the danger. Freezing cold evening. I suppose that's why we've seen a good tempo to the opening stages of the game, Chris.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Get that blood flowing, charging up and down the pitch. Bit of heat.
Chris Johnson is the voice you can hear alongside me this evening on Barnsley Player, or on the YouTube channel. So used to saying Barnsley Player. Throw in. George Smith, I think it was, headed it out. Booth will take it. Well won by Armstrong to that far side, and a good block from Cowgill. Rolando Aarons looked to get the cross in. Ollie. Low in again towards the near post, and a slice at it. Smith partially clears. Gilead. Snatch shot from the edge of the penalty area, well wide. Not a bad cross though from the byline by Gilead.
It wasn't, but all of that again came from switching off at a corner, quick corner, and hit it to the back post, and eventually managed to get it in and had a half chance.
Freeman had the final effort for Newcastle. Chatterton, apart from one surge out of his penalty area, hasn't been unduly troubled so far.
Not at all. Neither keepers really. I mean, apart from the one chance we had that went wide, there's not been many efforts on goal.
Chatterson's long kick headed out by Gillespie. Biggins couldn't control. Already had 10 minutes, goalless. Gilead with a cushioned header back. Received it back from Brennan. Kemen looking for the switch of play. He was hoping that Booth would get into a more advanced position for Newcastle, but he couldn't manage it. Barnsley throw.
Pressured them well there. I think that's going to be the key to this game. When they've got the ball, they have to get pressure on as fast as possible.
Definitely. So they've got it with Biggins. Chipped up towards Nana. Always nice to see Nana at Christmas, isn't it, Chris?
That is terrible.
The ball's back to the right of the centre circle for Newcastle with Ollie. Armstrong again. Neat and tidy from the Magpies, but a good foot in there from Rogerson. you say, they're restricting the space, Barnsley, and they've done it again there with Pilkington getting across and giving away the throw.
So they have to force the errors when they're passing the ball as quickly as they are before. If we put enough pressure on, they'll force the error, then we have to break.
Ollie for Newcastle. Useful looking cross again. Nodded away by Freeman, protecting his keeper superbly.
Very well defended that by Freeman. It looked for all the world like I was going to land on the striker's head there. It's a great defensive header.
Chatterton isn't blessed with that much height, is he? So he needed that held there. Sure, he's a very agile keeper. I haven't seen much on him, of him, to be honest. Newcastle have it on the left-hand side. Aarons. They'll win themselves a throw-in, a couple of yards away from that corner flag.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's 6 foot, does he? You know, if you're looking for... Then again, Dave Watson was a big keeper.
That's true, yeah. Dave Watson in charge of Newcastle tonight, but it's the former Norwich and Everton man, not the ex-Barnsley goalkeeper. He's doing very well for himself nowadays. Another good-looking cross, but Freeman's there again.
Our Dave Watson will be spending the summer in Brazil.
He will. Nana. Got movement away to his left. Templeton. Low ball in. Easily put out though.
Good quick break there from Nana there. Bit of pace, turned, carried that ball 30-35 yards.
He's a tricky customer. Headed forward. George Smith back into central defence for Freeman. Rogerson gives it away. Newcastle have it with Aarons. That's good defending from Brennan, getting across at right back.
He was good defending there from the right back. We just switched off a little bit, gave the ball away, and it was a good chance for Newcastle. He covered well, good tackle.
Newcastle enjoying the majority of the possession at present, and they have a throw far side. 0-0 though. It's Brennan again with the touch, as Newcastle look to release Armstrong. Or Bree, I'm getting Bree and Brennan mixed up. Bree for Barnsley, Brennan for Newcastle, the number 2. Shows how much academy work I do, doesn't it?
Till he's in the first team, you see, that's what
it is. James Bree, to give him his proper name, will take the throw on the far right hand side. Free kick.
Could have been nasty that challenge there. He drove in from a long way away. Luckily, he just clicked the attacker and it ended up being a free kick for Newcastle.
As you say,
25 yards for this one?
Yeah, the referee produced a yellow card there as well. With Freeman, Chris.
Yeah.
Freeman, I think the offender there. Newcastle free kick.
He leapt at him from a few yards away. That could have been nasty.
Certainly halted the run.
Dangerous moment now.
Unceremoniously, yeah. The referee ensuring the Barnsley wall is the correct distance back. With a Newcastle player in there as well. It strikes the wall behind for the corner. Just couldn't lift it over there.
He stood up strong when the wall did as well.
Did its job. Armstrong it was who struck the free kick. Ollie to take the resultant corner. Chatterton will come for it, good clean catch as well. Not too much pressure on him, not too many gambles there from Newcastle players. And a good kick as well. Nana beaten to it by Booth. It's right hand side for Biggins. Flicked on by Armstrong. Freeman, good clearance. Was looking for the run of Templeton. Gilliard. Ollie. Well, that's a good ball. That's a fine ball. Aarons didn't get the shot away. Finally, from 20 yards out, left of centre, attempt on goal, which drifts wide.
Fantastic through ball to set him away there. Absolutely split the bar of the defence in two. And to run, he's through on his right foot. and he's obviously not that confident. He stopped, checked, tried to get a shot on his left, and ended up turning back and laying it off to the midfielder.
Final attempt came from the captain.
That was a real chance. That was a real, the initial throw ball. He should have had a shot on goal.
Definitely. Gilead with the final effort. Barnsley goal kick. 18 minutes in. They've had a couple of scares, Barnsley, but they've been equal to them so far.
They have. I mean, look, Newcastle are going to be the more attacking team. But we've held up well. We're doing well. We've created a good chance. When we've got the ball, we're trying to break quickly with it. We're harassing them when they've got the ball. I think we're doing everything that can be expected of us.
Smith. Templeton's making some good runs down this left-hand side. Smith couldn't find him there, though. Looks a useful player, doesn't he, Matty Templeton?
He does. It'd be nice to see a little more of him. Like I said earlier as well, that George Smith at left back, that's quite a strong side of the field for us with those two.
Throw to Newcastle. Back by Drennan. Smith needs a bit of movement. Gets it from Nana. Came off Nana's shin apparently. Throw-in taken by Drennan. Armstrong. Now Aarons again. He'll run at the Barnsley defence once more as well and chips it in. He's looking for the head of Quinn. Nudged away though. It's Quinn. Oh. Well, he worked it from his right to his left and kicked it thin air.
The lad Aarons from Newcastle, it's a talent, isn't he?
It certainly does.
Good left foot.
As you say, all left foot though.
Yeah, that's the trouble.
Not very comfortable with his right. And with Quinn, I think he's all left foot as well. And he worked it onto the left, but couldn't get the strike away, which Barnsley were relieved about.
I think we'll be getting the message out there to try and put him on his weaker foot at all times, because he doesn't seem to want the ball on it at all.
They're restricting the space though, and that's what they've been doing, Barnsley, since the early stages of the game. They're not giving them a clear sight of goal. 20 minutes in. Ball's back with Smith, and he can take it over halfway. Templeton. Smith again. Good run. Low ball in. Couldn't beat the first man though. Cameron will clear. Templeton puts Drennan under pressure.
Well worked down the left hand side again though there between Smith and Templeton.
Barnsley giving a good account of themselves so far, but the chances have been at a premium in this one. Just the one very early on.
Yeah, but you would have thought the manager would have said to him before, listen, first 20 minutes, keep it tight, don't concede. And then when we get chances later in the game, try and break.
Rolando Aarons handled there, but the ball's played in for Armstrong. Chatterton's done well, narrowed the angle superbly. It was the last line of defence really. Gives away the corner, good goalkeeper.
Yeah, very good goalkeeper. He did really well there, raced out. And for a minute I thought he was going to get caught, but he had the pace to get there. Pushed him out wide and then blocked the cross. Good goalkeeper.
I think it's Ollie again to take the corner, the set piece specialist, or the corner specialist for them. Aarons handled in the build-up there though. It's a good corner, and the header out for the goal kick. Newcastle man nudged it towards goal. Well wide.
Comfortably dealt with there.
Just need to regain a bit of composure, I think, Barnsley.
Yeah, they do. Like I said, we've gone 20 minutes without conceding and keeping it tight. I think it would be nice to now try and just impose themselves in the game a little bit more. Try and let them think a bit more defensively.
Chatterton then to kick this one out. Run you down the Barnsley substitutes for this evening. Mason Holgate, Jack Alton, Talent and Love. Jamie Moore and Danny Rustling, the goalkeeper.
Any relation to Peter on that?
Well, hopefully he's well, isn't he, Peter? Because he had a car crash, didn't he?
Really?
About 18 months ago, yeah.
I didn't know that. It's a strange surname, man.
It certainly is. But, as we say, I think he's from Longwood, don't we?
Yeah.
Talented. Ball's out near side. Drennan's throw. Ollie back into central defence for Gillespie. Hopeful ball all the way through to Chatterton.
Well, to deal with those all night if they keep playing like that.
That's the good thing about closing down quickly. Midway through the first half already. Still 0-0. Newcastle probably had the majority of the chances, but haven't really tested Elliot Chatterton as such.
I'm not saying that I had a clear-cut chance in that time. There were a couple of 50-50s, but no, I'd still say the best chance of the game fell to us.
Did. Pilkington early on in the game after a cross from the left. As you say, it evaded a few red shirts, didn't it, before falling to Callum Pilkington. He couldn't quite stab it on target.
I wonder if that kind of took him by surprise, that if he'd already missed the other two bars.
If you expect somebody else to get on the end of a cross, then didn't quite anticipate it quickly enough. Smith. It's away by Freeman. Nana's being held back there by Gillespie. Play continues. On ball forward. The keeper Pearson will collect.
Showed good strength there, Nana, in the middle of the park. He's not a tall lad, but he's stocky. He looks like he's got to hold the ball up well.
He's competing well at the moment, is Nana. Drennan. Freeman across defence. Gilead wants to switch a play to the right where he's got acres of room, but they've gone down the left hand side and it gives Cowgill the opportunity to knock it back to Chatterton. Good clearance. Nana gets a flick on back into his own half. Templeton. Smith making the advancing run down the left. Templeton beaten. Newcastle have it with Quinn. Gilead. Armstrong, right-footed, well wide. Just enough attention there from Jack Cowgill, putting him off his strike. Barnsley goal kick.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hospital ball from Smith down in the halfway line. It started that move for Newcastle, but we've got back well, we've defended well and forced him to shoot from 20-25 yards. No threat.
Chatterton then to take the goal kick. 20 minutes to the break. And it's not getting any warmer. It's a good header from Smith. It's watched back by Gillespie. Satka. Drennan. Gilead the skipper.
Good pressure there from Barnsley. Forced them all the way back to the keeper.
That's the way to go. I think Maris and Nana just need that little bit of extra support, don't they, from midfield?
They do. It's not quickly arriving to them. And when we're playing that long ball, we've got to get there quicker. When you're only playing the one up front and one just behind, you need another midfielder to push on.
Kemen. Good strike with the left boot, and Chatterton didn't see it until very late indeed, but he pushes it behind. Corner.
Just lost his position there a little bit, gave him that 5 yards and he hit a stinging drive. Well dealt with by the keeper. Safety, rather than trying to hold it, it's pushed it up and over just to save.
As you say, blistering attempt there. Chatterton did enough. Too hot to handle. Ollie will take the corner near side. Outswinger. Good clearance. Surely there, Drennan was doing a bit of climbing on Nana. Ollie. Satka allowed to come forward. Booth plays it infield. Aarons. Booth. Aarons again.
Always turning on his left foot again, Aarons. That's the best way of making force it to go back.
Exactly. It's Kemen out to this near side for Drennan. Oh, and a late challenge there that got away with it, Templeton. Composure from Smith. Maris puts Chatterton under a bit of pressure. Smith. Templeton. Biggins gets it back again from Maris. It's a good ball from Biggins. Now Barnsley can get a cross in. A real chance here. Can they bundle it over the line? Couldn't quite manage it. The goalkeeper smothers the ball gratefully. Pilkington again in there as the cross was delivered from the right-hand side by Bree.
Great cross from Bree. Dropped perfectly for him. And again, I think because there was a Barnsley player in front of him, he thought the other player was going to get it. And instead of having a shot, he's tried to control it. But it was a glorious opportunity.
That was a big chance for Barnsley. It's back with Elliot Chatterton. Pearson in the Newcastle goal will be very relieved. It's the left full-back Booth. Let the Barnsley man free away down that right-hand side to deliver the cross.
Good move there.
Terrific
good move. Started at this side. All the way across. Great delivery into the box.
Very similar to the one that almost led to a goal in the opening stages. But that was on the left-hand side. Drennan. Well won by Maris, but he's given it away to Gilead. Oh, did he get a touch, Chatterton? No. Fizzes wide of the left-hand post. Quinn with the effort.
Call that well left. He left it well, Chatterton.
Well, I think potentially he would have touched it if necessary there.
Yeah, he just skipped off the ground.
So he was well positioned at his left-hand post. But Barnsley lost out down this near side of the pitch, and a bit of a let-off there, Chris.
Yeah, I think Maris slipped in the middle, lost his footing, they broke quickly. And it was a good effort.
It looked like he won it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Initially.
He just lost his footing, they broke quickly, and it was a good effort. Good effort.
Chatterton's kick. Drennan. Push from Templeton, was it? Just a throw. Looking for Quinn again. That's a good flick on towards him. And a nice footing from Cowgill. Away by Chatterton, taking no chances.
He's lost his man there, didn't he? He's not very tall, but the Newcastle striker shouldn't be winning those kinds of headers.
Drennan. Intercepted by Rogerson. Now Freeman. Newcastle throw.
He's been a bit guilty of giving them the ball back to us this last 5-10 minutes. We're giving it back to the keeper a lot, hitting it long, and they're picking it up and coming straight back onto us.
Half an hour gone. 0-0. Quinn. Straight to Biggins. Good switch, looking for Templeton. On for Maris. Can't quite get there. Nudged back by Drennan. Header by Bree. Higgins loses out to Kemen. Now Aarons. Gilead dispossessed. Templeton got the challenge in. Smith with the clearance.
Just going a bit flat in the last couple of minutes.
It has, but Barnsley, I think, will be happy that the tempo's been reduced a bit. Drennan to take the throw. Below Mark Burton's technical area.
He's got to be pleased with his first 30 minutes. Defended well.
It's on for Armstrong. Gillespie. Kemen. To get some cover on the left of defence, Barnsley, but Newcastle have gone down their left. Much pressure on Rogerson. Chipped away though. Roll.
Just got to break a little bit quicker than that. We were stopping and turning back. We seemed to be wanting to pass it to the back four too quickly. We're getting the ball in the centre of the park, and the first looking back to the centre half, he's rolling it back to the keeper 7 out of 8 times.
Throw to Barnsley. Breed to take.
Good crowd, eh?
Not bad at all. Good effort on a freezing cold Tuesday evening, a week before Christmas. Of curiosity, of course, about the appointment this afternoon. Just to see an old face back at Oakwell.
It's just like I said earlier, it's just what we needed, I think. It might bring a few extra people in over the Christmas period.
You would hope so, wouldn't you?
4 key games coming up, really. It's like a mini season. If we win two of the 4 games, suddenly leapfrog a couple of teams and bring a few more teams into the relegation pack.
Without a doubt.
It's a very important part of the season.
Mickey Mellon did a decent job though, gaining 4 points from the 3 games he took charge of, and he's Danny's assistant as Newcastle get the strike away. A combination of keeper and defender get the block in. Kemen again. Barnsley are panicking slightly in there, but they'll win it back. Get a clean effort away again.
Couple of half chances for Newcastle. Well defended them, we've crowded them out, but dangerous times.
Wouldn't quite sit for Quinn as it came to the edge of the box, thankfully. Drennan. Kemen. Quinn. Patient build up this from Newcastle now. Armstrong. Aarons. Kemen's got a little bit too much space in the centre of the park. Good ball out to this near side for Gilead. Taking on Smith. Gilead's cross. Behind by Freeman.
You're right about Kemen. He started that move. It looks a very dangerous play, doesn't it? And they're giving him a little bit too much space now. He's just picking people off at will. Great through ball, and it could have been a dangerous moment, but well defended. It's another corner though. It's got to be the 8th, 9th corner that Newcastle have this year.
They haven't made a set piece pay as yet, Newcastle, but they've been getting close, as you say, touch wood. Ollie to take it, outswinger towards the penalty spot, just glanced it away. It's Maris back at the byline with the clearance. It was played back to him by Pilkington, and now Barnsley can break with Nana. Biggins slid in, but didn't win it. Now the Reds can come forward again, Templeton onside.
It's a little bit more on that ball than he was in them.
Ollie headed it into touch. Biggins. Aarons. Looking for the through ball.
Well,
Freeman was helped out by Rogerson, who completed the clearance. Gilead for Newcastle. Templeton tracking back. Gilead's cross. Well dealt with again by Chatterton. Good handling.
Another clean take from the goalkeeper.
Doing well is Elliot Chatterton. There's been 1 or 2 unforced errors, hasn't there, in the Barnsley defence so far this season?
There has, and luckily so far we've not capitalised on it. Just been putting it out. I just think we need to attack a little bit more, give them something to think about. Because they're putting Gilead has got more and more into the game as it's gone on. Because they're not attacking, he's got free licence to push right on to George Smith.
Certainly has. Harrison Biggins getting dispossessed there, playing in field by Ollie. Aarons. Gilead now. Drennan. Armstrong. Ollie. Poor ball in. Looking for Quinn. Barnsley clear. Chip forward for Nana. Intercepted by Saka.
Just didn't get enough people forward quick enough there, did we, to break?
Newcastle now coming forward. Forward ball again. Can't find Armstrong. Cleared away by Pilkington. And a free season infringement far side. Free kick Barnes.
Caught him way after he cleared the ball well.
Out of his goal to take the free kick. Still 0-0. Smith and Templeton have got space near side. It's a long way to switch it though for Chadderton. Nana's the target. Gillespie leaps. Barnsley throw.
Be nice to get a goal now before half time.
Barnsley have probably had the best 2 chances of the evening so far, haven't they?
Yeah. 2 great chances. Both from crosses. One from the left, one from the right. Just hope they don't regret that come full time.
Right, don't want to be ruining missed chances this evening. Plenty of time to head it forward there for Freeman.
Is the tie settled on the night?
I'm not sure. Not 100% on that one. If it's anything like the under-21s game earlier on in the season, the cup tie, which Barnsley won deep in extra time, that would have gone to penalties. So I assume so, but we'll get confirmation on that. Louis Tanga won it, and then Barnsley went out in the next round, didn't they, at Bolton?
Does he play for us, Lynn, does he?
Apparently. Sure, Danny will be interested in having a look at him.
I suppose that's one good thing that's going to come with the new manager.
Shift towards Nana.
Everybody gets a clean slate.
You're right.
Everybody has to prove themselves again.
I wonder if the likes of Chris Dagner will be recalled from their loan spells, and Ruben, Noble Lazarus as well.
I'd like to see Ruben recalled.
Kept in near side. Smith loses out to Gilead. Early ball in as well. Should be comfortable to deal with. Ollie. Smith didn't get quite tight enough on Gilead there. Final effort from Kevin. Well wide. Ambitious that from distance.
He went in full throttle, Smith there. I think he was a little bit unlucky. It kind of rebounded off the Newcastle winger to create the chance. But we dealt with the cross well and forced them once again to shoot from 30 yards.
5 minutes to the break, and Barnsley have acquitted themselves well this evening so far.
You'd think that when Newcastle are going to win at half time and be a little bit worried because they've thrown everything what you think they've got at us. They've not really created a fantastic chance. They've created 3, maybe 4 half chances, but not carved us open as I'm sure they were expecting to do coming here tonight.
Ball's out. Smith it is who just pushes it out for the Barnsley throw. Needs a bit of movement near side. Tricky one this. Throws it down the line, which is the correct thing to do, headed on by Nana. It's Gillespie for Newcastle, out to the far side for Aarons. It's Booth on the overlap. That's good football from Bree.
Got about well there, didn't he?
Towards Nana. He's isolated. 3 men on him.
Can't expect him to hold that ball up there with 2 defenders around him.
Harris is having to come back a little bit too deep, isn't he? He's not getting up in support at the moment.
There's having no bearing on the game going forward, which is obviously his main role. He's acting as a third central midfielder, really.
Satkar with the long ball forward for Aarons. Ollie. Barnsley get it right positionally there. No space for Newcastle. Infield for Kemen though has got a bit of room. On for Armstrong. Snapshot. Smith should be able to clear. Maris. Good ball out to the right hand side. Biggins. Can he deliver? Done well, good skill. He shows a little bit too much of it to the defender.
It was a great opportunity that on the break. I think Maris's ball just had a little bit too much on it. Just forced Biggins right out into touchline.
Drennan. Gilliard. Ollie. Now Booth. 3 minutes to the break, 0-0. Drennan needs picking up near side. Smith gets across. Brought down well by Drennan, left-footed. No pace behind it, tame effort. Simple enough for Chadderton to deal with.
Once again, forcing him to shoot from 25-30 yards. I think one will take that all day long, to be honest.
Maris. Pirouetting. Rogerson back into central defence. Thankless task for Nana at the moment.
He's working incredibly hard on his own.
Hopefully something will fall for him. As it's not back to Maris, who tries his luck from distance. Disappointed in himself as well.
It would have to be something very special from that range. So it's a bit the goalkeeper. Well, good work from Nana again though, there on his own. Strong, laid it back.
He's much stronger than he looks, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Strongest Nana I've ever seen.
That's my job. Ball on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Just worried about the space Gilliard's getting near side. It was almost a bit untidy from Newcastle, but they come away with the ball. Drennan. Gilliard. Drennan continues. Gilliard cuts in field. Aarons. Step overs onto the left foot again, as you say, and chipped in deep. Nobody had made the run. Quinn disappointed all the way through to Chadderton. Thrown out to Smith. Barnsley throw off the one-footed Aarons.
Just got to be careful now. Let's get into half-time as it is, I think, and then start again second half. Don't want to concede a goal now.
Yeah, crucial last 60 seconds plus stoppages. Nana. Intercepted by Booth. Now Gilliard, who's switched flanks. Well read by Cowgill. Bree. Biggins. Cowgill once more. Up towards Nana. It's a fine ball. Barnsley could stretch Newcastle here. It's not a great cross though. Freeman, Satka should I say, away.
Great through ball from Nana. Set us away again now. Just the final ball just lacked that little bit of quality.
Biggins loses out. Kemen, infield for Aarons. 1 minute of stoppages as Aarons makes his way up to the edge of the box. Couldn't pull the trigger on that left boot. Barnsley block him off.
Well defended there by Biggins.
As you say, the skipper leading by example there for Barnsley. And here he is again. Smith, back to Biggins. Newcastle have got it on the left hand side. So just the 60 seconds of stoppage time, Chris, and Mark Burton will be very, very pleased, and Chris Howarth with Barnsley going in at the interval goalless, I think, although they have had one or two very good opportunities in this one.
It could have been a different story, to be honest. I mean, the two chances we've had, but Newcastle have had the Lions' share of possession, and they have had 3 or 4 decent half chances, but we've acquitted ourselves very well, and I think, like I said, it was going to go in at half time. Very happy with the first half performance.
Look at the first team, and they've probably had 60% of most of the recent games under Mickey Mellon and not really managed to do anything, so Barnsley will take encouragement from that. Yeah. Only takes a split second, doesn't it, to score a goal.
That's it, and as we've shown already twice, we've had potential to do it 3 times, we can create a match-winning chance. He's got to take it.
The referee should be blowing the half-time whistle after this throw is taken by Smith. Chested down by Maris. Half-time at Oakwell. It's Youth Cup, 3rd round tie. And it's goalless. Newcastle, as Chris says, have dominated possession in this one, but it's Barnsley who have fashioned the better of the chances. They haven't managed to beat Brendan Pearson in the Newcastle goal though. It's all square at the break, Chris.
It is. Good performance. Get in there now. Refresh on what we've said before the game. Go over the tactics again. Come out second half. Try and keep a clean sheet for as long as possible. Then maybe last 15-20 minutes push on. Try and get that goal. Because I think if you were to score, I think they'd be gone. I don't think they expected a performance like this. They're looking at, they set off like a house on fire, Newcastle. And because they've not got that initial breakthrough, I think they'll be worried.
Barnsley have looked organised, resolute as well at times, as they've had to be. Just the occasional error, but Chatterton has been on his game in goal to read the situation. So
he's been very impressive as a goalkeeper. He's made a couple of decent saves, but from corners he's come, he's claimed the ball, he's got good distribution, good kicking left and right foot, not scared to throw the ball out quickly. No, he's impressed me as a goalkeeper.
Thanks to Chris Johnson. We'll be back for the whole of the second half on Barnsley Football Club's YouTube channel. Half time at Oakwell in this Youth Cup tie. Barnsley 0, Newcastle United 0. Emerge for the second half, 0-0 against Newcastle. Decent showing. Newcastle enjoyed the majority of the possession before the break, but Barnsley had the better of the chances. And hopefully we'll see a bit more of the ball second half, and going in front would be absolutely fantastic if they could manage it, the Reds, Chris.
Oh, I mean, you'd think his message would be a bit more of the same, really. Hard work, close them down, don't give them 2 minutes on the ball, and then get the chance to break, take advantage of it.
It's as though we've got the same personnel that were on duty in the first half, no substitutions.
First 10-15 minutes going to be very dangerous. They're going to be coming out flying at us.
Up the tempo a little bit. Got to be aware of that on their guard. Give Elliot Chatterton, who's had a good evening so far in goal, that protection. So the Reds to get us underway. Looking towards the Ponty end. It's a shame we haven't got a few fans in there for the vacuum effect to suck the ball into Pearson's net.
It's not worked much for the first team this year.
Good point, very good point, well made, Chris. Throw in. Hopefully that's all about to change though. Breeze throw. Nana. Apologies to Newcastle fans listening if I might have made 1 or 2 mistakes with the names of your players in the first half, but we'll endeavour to get it right. Now I think as the half wore on, we were a little bit better on that front, Chris.
Endeavour. There's a couple of bars in there.
Endeavour. Well, it used to be. I don't think it will be anymore. At the end of the day might be the phrase we hear quite a lot in the forthcoming weeks and months. Newcastle have it on the right hand side of defence. Saka. On for Ollie. Now Gillespie. It's a useful looking ball. Well brought down as well on the chest. And the shot deflected behind by Freeman. Armstrong with the effort.
I handled that. The Newcastle number 11.
Difficult to tell. Certainly upper arm, if anything, but the referee saw it as chested down, and Newcastle end up with a corner. And Greg Ollie will be over to take it. Outswinger. Smith tried to get his head to it, couldn't manage it, but Barnsley do deflect it half clear. Kemen. Fine save by Chatterton.
Good save.
Push behind. Too much space again.
Dangerous player that, Kevin. He had far too much time there, picked his spot. It was a good save. And not only a good save, he made sure he didn't push it out to an advancing striker, he pushed it out for a corner.
Exactly, I think that was bending into the bottom left hand corner there. Chatterton read it superbly. So Ollie will get another opportunity from the corner. Barnsley only partially cleared it last time. Another outswinger. Lansdowne and an own goal. Barnsley put the ball into the back of their own net beyond Chatterton. The initial shot was rifled towards goal. Was it Maris? Was it? Armstrong with the initial shot, yeah. Was it George Maris who deflected it past his own goalkeeper, unfortunately?
It gave Chatterton no chance really, did it? He stood just in front of him, and it's a lucky goal. It's another corner. I mean, they have threat from corners, but it's a deep one. It's dropped the striker, and he's hit it straight down the keeper's throat, really. And unfortunately, Maris has tried to clear it. It's come off his shin and gone up and above Chadderton, giving him no chance.
Maris, the unfortunate party there for Barnsley, but you can't portion too much blame on the Barnsley attacker. He was back for the corner. And as you say, Armstrong's shot played in at pace, and Chadderton was wrong-footed by the deflection back in the end. But the initial shot would probably have been on target in any case.
Yeah, well, he was on target. I would have thought Chadderton would have saved the initial shot, but unfortunately, Maris has tried to clear it, which is the right thing to do, and it's just come off his shin. But now we have to come out and play, which could be a good thing.
Own goal then on 48 minutes at Oakwell. Barnsley 0, Newcastle 1 in this Youth Cup tie. Mark Burton needs a response from his players now. It's going to be difficult. They've got to regain their composure again.
Yeah, don't want to be switching off now. I'm feeling sorry for ourselves, we'll get rid of them straight away. 5-10 minutes and then we have to kick on and show what we can do going forward.
Thrown back by Booth. Straight into the path of Quinn. Off Cowgill. Kemen. Was he fouled? Aarons. Shot blocked. And cleared. Gillespie with the header against Nana near side.
One thing we have to improve, we're going to have to get people in and around Nana. When we're playing these long balls up to him like that, there's got to be somebody playing off him. Well battled by Biggins here.
Biggins did well. Breeze put Barnsley under pressure though. Quinn couldn't profit. Away by Chadderton. Satkar's header. On for Aarons. And Aarons is allowed to continue. Gets his cross in towards Quinn. Barnsley bundle it behind for the corner. It was forced wide there.
Good defending by Freeman. Very good defending. Dangerous ball in.
As you say, Freeman for Barnsley in there. Barnsley have got to deal with the corner better than they did the last couple. Ollie to take. Towards the near post this time, and Bree can head it away. Kemen away from Biggins. Kemen again. Biggins still in close attendance. Aarons, good turn. And Aarons again. Smith keeping tight. Julian Lowe. And again from Booth. And a deflection. It's kept in play. Oh, and it's awkward to deal with that cross. Barnsley grateful to scramble the ball away in the end.
Yeah, we're just a little bit 6s and 7s. Everything they put into our box, we're not getting clearances onto them. It's coming off inside the shins, off of backs, and we've got to be careful. We're going to end up conceding again.
Newcastle have certainly gained plenty of confidence after going in front. They think they can get a cushion. Kemen. Hurdles the challenge, does well there, Bree. Or Pilkington, should I say, Pilkington infield. Edge of the area for Maris, looking for Nana. And he's scrambled behind by Satkar.
Great work by Pilkington there. Beat two men. Cut it back and it was so close to a little through ball to Nana. But set pieces, we have to take advantage of these now. Being one behind.
It was a fine run, wasn't it, there by Callum Pilkington down the right. Satkar managed to intervene though for Newcastle, averted the danger for them. Barnsley corner, can they make it pay? First team haven't managed it on too many occasions this season. Can the youngsters, awkward to deal with, punch towards Maris with the header down. Newcastle have got plenty of bodies in there. Up towards goal by Rogerson. Nana will try and make a nuisance of himself.
That's the first time Pearson, the keepers, had to deal with anything in there. He didn't deal with it that comprehensively, did he?
No,
flapped a little bit.
Unconvincing there. Armstrong. Kemen. Go across.
Maybe something to think about that for going forward in the game. Get some high balls in there. See if that was just a one-off, or see if he's not comfortable with it.
Well, it's been effective for Newcastle. It's the corners that have caused the problems for Barnsley. And it led to the own goal on 48 minutes. Smith to take the throw on the far side. Just looking down at the Barnsley bench, I think we're going to have a substitute introduced shortly. Just to try and pep things up out there. Mason Holgate will be coming on for the Reds. Operate at fullback or a central midfielder. Newcastle with Gilliard. It's a fine run as well. Kemen. Still Kemen. Should be 2-0 here, and he goes down. The referee is having none of it. Armstrong there couldn't find a way through.
Great tackle there from Freeman in there, wasn't it? He seemed to be dancing his way through the back four, and just at the last minute he slid in.
It's like a Paddy McCourt run, wasn't it?
It was like a Paddy McCourt
moment there from Armstrong, but as you say, it was Freeman with the crucial challenge. It was a fair one. Holgate will come on then, replacing Rogerson. That mean a change of formation?
Possibly. I mean, it'd be nice to see Morris maybe push up and play alongside one another. Now we need a goal. Actually, City just a little bit behind him. And that's in the first half. He was playing more of a third central midfielder and an attacking player. Maybe this will help push him on a little bit.
Eddie Rogerson off then. Mason Holgate on. 10 minutes into the second half with Barnsley trailing by a goal to nil. Newcastle free kick. Ollie to take. Been over absolutely every set piece so far. That's a poor one though. Should be watched behind by Templeton. Barnsley goal kick.
Hopefully some fresh legs in Mason Holgate will pick up the tempo a little bit for us in the middle of that.
Say right back or central midfield, but he is in that central midfield department. Templeton can't find Nana. Try by Saka. Biggins, and again. Space for Pilkington. Barnsley go back into the heart of defence. Cowgill forward. Biggins. Holgate with a touch. Biggins with the left boot. Out looking for Smith. Aaron's tried to nudge it forward for Newcastle, but Barnsley still have possession with Smith.
Keeping the ball well though, yeah?
It's good possession.
Ball, and then as I say that.
Commentators curse all the way through to Pearson. Newcastle, plenty of black and white shirts back in their own half there, not giving Barnsley too much of a sight of goal. This is Quinn. Down the line, into the channel. Nobody had made the run. I was expecting perhaps Booth to advance down the left. Chatterton out to that left-hand side. Nana making his way down the right. Templeton, who couldn't find him. Kemen all the way back under a bit of pressure to Pearson. Biggins closing down there in central midfield.
Is that son of former man?
Wayne Biggins, yeah.
He was strike out.
Good score. He knew where the net was, didn't he? Ollie. Ollie again. Headed away by Smith. Templeton. He's done well, but he just can't quite keep the ball in play. Got away from his marker, but gives away the throw.
I'm looking at beat his man. Just ran out and get to it.
58 minutes gone. Barnsley trailing by a goal to nil. Maris with the own goal in this one. Although it was Armstrong, was it, who had the initial shot after a corner which Barnsley couldn't quite clear. That was on target, perhaps going in the right hand corner, but Chadderton beaten by his own teammate.
It's a shame for Chadderton.
Yeah.
He's had a great game as well, to be beaten by a goal.
He's had to do a lot of tracking back, and he was there again, wasn't he, facing the corner. Supposed to be an attacker. Pilkington, back by Bree. Hopefully hasn't been adversely affected, George Maris. Armstrong, wonderful goal. And Newcastle double their lead, and Adam Armstrong, who played a part in the first goal for Newcastle, gets a strike away from range, allowed the space. And that is a superb goal, as you say, Chris. It's now Barnsley 0, Newcastle United 2 in this one. Beautiful strike.
It was given far too much time, but he hit it with right foot, he bent it around the keeper into that bottom corner. Beautiful goal. Really good strike.
Adam Armstrong.
He looks a player.
He does. 59 minutes. England under 17 international. And he's on target. Not too much chance there for Elliot Chadderton.
No, not at all. Not at all. That would have beaten Jack Butland. Elliot Chadderton.
Well, he found half a yard, didn't he, there? Got the strike away, Armstrong. Improvised for Newcastle. To use a cliche, Chris, Barnsley have got a bit of a mountain to climb now.
They have got a bit of a mountain to climb. It'll be interesting to see what they do now, because it's not working at the minute as it is. We have to push on. Maris has to play alongside now. We've got to try and create some chances. There's no point in being defensive now. It's
no real striking options on the bench, though.
I know, it's just lucky, unfortunately. Right? You need a Invoto type there.
Yeah. You need a unit, don't you, to push into the penalty area.
But no, Maris is a striker. He's going to have to play it alongside him rather than behind him, and try and get that ball up to the front two and try and create something. Get one goal back, you never know.
I think Barnsley have gone 4-3-3.
Well, it's a cup tie. I mean, nothing to lose.
Exactly. Newcastle, at the moment, preparing themselves for a potential clash with Sunderland in the 4th round. Local derby, plenty of incentive for them. And we see a response from the Reds. Always going to be a tricky tie, which proved to be the case. They held their own for the entire first half, Barnsley. The early goal in the second half, and hopefully that's not going to be the killer goal, Armstrong's second one.
It's a very tough tie, like we said in the first half. To have played against a side with 5 internationals, we play against probably a high profile player already. And they've acquitted themselves very well. And like I said, it's a game of chances. When you play in a team like this, if you could have taken one of those 2 chances in the first half, it's a different game. But unfortunately, they've come out, they've upped the game a little bit, and they've scored 2 goals.
Bree to take a throw for Barnes. The referee gives Barnsley, he certainly is. Talent and love. And he replaces Nana, which is a bit of a surprise. As far as I'm concerned, he's had a fruitless afternoon, or evening should I say, in attack, as Nana, and well,
I've been playing all game to be that talent.
I wonder if we'll get any comments from Newcastle fans on that one on YouTube. Can he provide some inspiration for Barnsley in attack? This is Biggins. Not disheartened at the moment, the Reds.
Gotta be careful. Don't let the game go too far away from him. End up being beaten, soundly beaten.
That's a good ball. A chance for Maris. Good save. No, it's in. Maris. An offside. And it's the talent lad. Talent and love who's in the offside position, I think. Maris was on.
It was a good chance, it was a great move. A bit of flick through, good finish, and unfortunately, one of them flags up to spoil it. But that shows me that we can get in there and we can score. So, still with 25 minutes left, half an hour left.
Yeah, 18 minutes gone in the second half. And that is the first time that Barnsley have got in behind. The offside flag means the goal is ruled out. Here's Biggins.
Good bit of interplay there from
Allgate. Smith joining the attack. And he deliver the cross. This is better from Barnsley, but Newcastle deal with that one.
Nice bit of play there though from Barnsley, especially from Biggins. Got the ball out to Smith. It was a good ball in.
Newcastle end up with a throw near side. I don't think it was Maris offside, I think it was Talenton Love who might have been in the offside position.
It was a close one. I mean, I never even thought to look at the I never thought it was offside.
We can't see him, can we?
No, that's true.
Unfortunately.
But I never even considered looking for an offside. It looked on.
Well, maybe. Barnsley will feel aggrieved by that decision. It'll be good to look at a replay. Matt Goodwin's already mentioned that he's seen the delayed coverage and that the flag shouldn't have been raised.
Which is disappointing if that's the case, because that would have made it a real game in the last 25 minutes.
Yeah. Newcastle throw far side. They lead by 2-0. And that would have made George Maris feel a lot better, wouldn't it? That?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, to have got one back would have kind of cancelled out as well, I suppose. But there's no real blame on his own goal. I mean, he's tried to clear the ball. It's not like he's kicked it, like passed it back and it's gone in. It was a legitimate clearance that unfortunately has come off his shin and gone into the roof of the net.
It was very unfortunate. Cross in from the right. Freeman will put it behind. Corner Newcastle. Ollie, the usual suspect to take. Newcastle warming a couple of subs up. Perhaps Dave Watson is thinking about a change. Outswinging corner. Put away at the near post by Holgate. Comes back in again with interest though, but Chatterton imposes himself, as you say. Fine catch.
He's had a good game, Chatterton. Couldn't do anything about either goal.
Nope. Kemen, Ollie, Aarons, Kemen, Kemen again, and Ollie, Aarons, Drennan on the overlap. Ollie.
Time and time again, Aarons constantly brings it inside onto his left foot and then
Quinn for Booth. Good block by Bree. Just did enough there. It came off the shins of Bree, didn't it? But Barnsley get the goal kick. Burton and Howarth trying to inspire their side at the moment in the Barnsley technical area, Chris.
Yeah, he is. He's going to feel a little aggrieved, I think, when he sees that disallowed goal back. But lads are going to pick themselves up, and you never know. Get one back, these might buckle.
Biggins gives it away to Gilliard. And loses out again. Holgate with the challenge.
Just don't want to concede again now, it's
And Love watches it bounce out for a Newcastle throw. Any relation to Peter? Talenton Love? No? Apparently not, Chris. Aarons. Skill and trickery again. And Smith gets the challenge in. Up to Pilkington. Fantastic turn. Maris down the middle. Still Pilkington. Up against Ollie. All he could do really was try and get the deflection off his shins because he didn't have too much to aim at. Barnsley throw.
No, he did really well. He carried that ball 35 yards, beating the man. Just wasn't enough support for him to move on, so he's kept it and won a throw.
Smith, Templeton. Smith again, and out for another Barnsley throw via Gilliard, the captain. For Newcastle, Smith to take. Midway through the second half, Barnsley under 18s 0, Newcastle United under 18s 2. Both goals coming in the second half, a Maris own goal and an Adam Armstrong effort from range, and Barnsley are going to try a look from distance as well, always rising over Pearson's crossbar though from Biggins.
Good effort though, not too far away, worth a shot.
Certainly was, it opened up for him.
What's a prospect?
Yeah, I can see why he's skipper of the side, can't you?
Yeah,
Newcastle.
He's looking at the lad in love here. I think he's got Chris O'Gear's shorts on.
Only 4 sizes too big for
him. Trousers. I don't know how he's running them.
It's out on the right hand side with Aarons. He nudges it back. Newcastle happy to keep possession in the Barnsley half of the field. With just over 20 minutes to play. Got it again, they'll pull it back and it's blazed over by Gilliard. And he'll be disappointed with that effort. That could have well and truly sealed it for Newcastle.
That should have been game set match, really, shouldn't it? I mean, we've let them in again, he's pulled it back and he's 10 yards out. All the next way and he's blazed it over the bar. But yeah, that could have been, like I said, game set match.
Well, a good game as Gilliard, but he couldn't get his body over the ball there. Another scare for the Reds. Chatterton's kick. Gilliard heads it forward. Bree will claim the throw. 25 minutes gone in the second half here. 20 to play, Chris. Can Barnsley get themselves back into this one?
It's a possibility. I mean, we have to get the ball forward. We've shown we can score a goal. Unfortunately, disallowed. We've created a couple of chances in the first half, but we're not imposing ourselves in the back four, which is giving the likes of Gilliard and Aarons the chance to push on onto our full-backs. We need to get Smith more in the game, I think. It looks like he's got a decent delivery from left back. Let him push on and let the lad Templeton play more of an attacking role, so it looks like he can beat him there.
It's fairly comfortable for Newcastle at the moment. They're not being unduly stretched. Well, Barnsley have had a couple of recent efforts, the last coming from Biggins. An improbable range really, but you saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and entitled to have the goal because he had the room.
Oh, you've seen what the Newcastle second goal. If you get a chance to have a shot, have a shot.
2-0. Be no disgrace to lose by a couple of goals to Newcastle, but it'd be nice to get back into this game if possible. It's a good flick and they couldn't find Kemen. Intercepted. And Love. Maris only half a yard off there as the ball was played through by Bree. Unlucky. The flag raised immediately though as it fell to his feet.
Yeah, it was just
almost a good move.
Just half a yard offside, unfortunately. But no, again.
Timing just fractionally out there.
That's what we need to be doing though, is push on to them now, try and get forward.
Nothing to lose whatsoever, Barnsley.
Nothing to lose, it's cup time.
Aarons is up against Cowgill. Booth down the line again for Aarons. Juggling with the ball at the corner flag. Thought he was going to go right back to halfway with it there and then start an attack again, but
he will not use his right foot at all. I think it's plastic. It's not a real foot. He's all left. He could have quite easily just laid it back with his right foot.
The skill that's in that left foot, it beats both my feet, hands down. The ball's played in field for Ollie towards the edge of the penalty area. Barnsley restricting the space well at the moment there though. Chatterton's got to come for it. Does well.
Nice and alert again now, Chatterton. Most off his line and clearing the ball.
Once again Barnsley struggling to clear their lines. Smith. Biggins was looking to switch it from Love, but it's intercepted.
Limping now.
Hurt his foot in the process yet.
hopefully he can run it off because he's been influential for Barnsley today, not the
One by and Love. Looking for Maris, couldn't quite find him.
Still managed to retrieve
He's got there against Saka. Got support from Templeton. Can Templeton work a shot? Smith in towards the near post, deflected behind.
Well,
not quite though, cleared at the byline.
Well worked move though, and Love won the ball well down, he's played it forward. Good chasing down by Maris, and just the cross just got blocked at the vital moment.
Newcastle about to make their first change of the evening, replacing Alex Gilliard with Daniel Beleza, the Turk. An outstanding game as Gilliard yet. Snatched at his shot not too long ago, which could have sealed the win and progression into the fourth round for Newcastle. He's replaced by Beleza now.
No, he's been a good player, he's very creative, got a bit of pace.
So the skipper makes way for the Turkish under-17 international. Barnsley throw, and we get back underway with just over 15 minutes to play at Oakwell on this FA Youth Cup tie. Smith.
Need to get that ball in the box, and 3 men in there.
It's another throw right down by the corner flag.
Although I can't imagine Love's going to be threatening in the air from here.
I wouldn't have thought so. Freeman's going to try and hoist this one in. Just towards the near post. Pilkington tried to get the flick on. Newcastle with a clearance, but it's back towards the edge of the box, and Love will leap for it. Unfortunately not high enough. Harrison Biggins dispossessed far too cheaply there. Newcastle can come forward down the centre.
Come on, Barnsley!
Armstrong again, blazes his shot high and wide.
Just got caught on the ball there, Biggins. Instead of releasing it, he tried to turn and start a move. But I think that's going to happen now in these last 15 minutes. We're looking a little bit tired, and we're just pushing more and more men forward. If we do get caught, they are going to create chances.
I think the second goal dented Barnsley's confidence, didn't it, somewhat? The first one, they still managed to regain the composure, which seems to have knocked the stuffing out of them.
You could see a way back. When 1-0 down, you thought, yeah, we can get a new equaliser here. When it went 2-0, it did knock the stuffing out of us, and we've not really recouped since then.
They're still trying to compete, Barnsley, but Newcastle showing their quality, and they're going to cross in here as well. Straight at Chatterton from Aarons. Not the best of deliveries from him on that occasion. On the left boot, as you would expect. Booth to take the throw. Kemen to the right hand side for Drennan. That's neatly done.
Still playing
Ollie.
nice football in Newcastle.
Yeah, they were looking for Quinn, who made the run, but it was intercepted. And Love. Bree back to Chatterton. Smith over halfway, brought down by Saka. Armstrong. Beleza back to Armstrong. Ollie. Kemen. Out wide for Booth, but not a great ball. Barnsley throw.
Just gone flat again, I mean, from Barnsley now. Looking a little bit tired. We just need something to give us that impetus back.
Bree. On for his skipper, Biggins. Biggins forced back to right back. Aarons. Back to Ollie. Newcastle happy to knock the ball around, keep possession. 2 goals up, of course.
Callum Pilkington playing up front now.
He's joined George Maris. Barnes have got to do that, but they're not getting the ball upfield enough.
Newcastle showing a bit of quality now as well and making it.
Aaron's almost tricked himself, but he gets hold of it, and the cross comes in, but it's going to drift behind at the near post.
Almost used his right foot then.
Almost for a second.
Stopped, changed his mind.
Macaulay Booth delivered in the end, but always drifting wide of the right-hand post of Chadderton. Showing off, he was trying to showboat a bit there, wasn't he, Aarons? Yep. Push in the centre circle, Barnsley free kick. Got to commit men forward for this.
Yeah, I mean, I pushed the big centre half up here. Get Calgill up there, see if you can play off him. There's no point in him staying at the back.
Freeman's going to take it.
Calgill stayed back, so it's going to be...
Not too much to aim at in a height and stature. Look for Pilkington, but Newcastle deal with it and head forward. Kemen, Aarons. Good trickery again, Kemen. Well, this is neat stuff from Newcastle. Showing their Premier class.
Playing with confidence now.
Armstrong, it opens up for him, tries his luck again. Fractionally wide.
Again, he had a good 5-10 yards there, nobody closing him down. Very similar to the goal, and this time his shot's just drifted wide.
Second substitution of the evening for Dave Watson's side. Tom Herdman replacing Greg Ollie. Another player who's had a fine game this evening.
Yes. Fair, I mean, quite a lot of the Newcastle players have had decent games. They've controlled the ball very well for large parts and taken the chance when they've had it.
Matty Templeton making way for Jack Alton as far as Barnsley concerned. Third and final change.
Templeton's had a good game. He's played well.
Especially in the first half. Yeah. A little bit quieter after the break, but Barnsley not found the flanks too much, have they, in the second half?
I suppose it's been unfortunate for the Wings because they've had to defend more in attack. Actually, obviously not their A game, but no, Templeton's had a good game on that left hand side.
So, Alton, under 16 player on the field for Barnsley. It's out wide for Bree via Maris, who's got to join the attack. In by Bree. Newcastle get the ball out of the box. Love. Knocked away by Satcher, who's been the pick of the central defenders for Newcastle this evening. The Slovakian.
Yeah, he looks assured on the ball and he's strong in the air. Good pass it. A lot of potential.
Less than 10 minutes to play. Barnsley 0, Newcastle 2. That's given away cheaply by Newcastle for Pilkington to pick up. On for Maris. Good run down this near side from Holgate. Maris. Smith. And Love. Ball cross in and the keeper will grab it. It's Pilkington to attack the ball, but Pearson there to collect for Newcastle.
Yeah, it was well worked by Barnsley again. We just lacked that little bit of pace. We picked up and we had a chance, but tired legs, and in the end, we ended up crossing straight to the goalkeeper.
Pearson's kick.
I think
forward by Freeman.
The work rate in the first half beginning to tell a bit now, wasn't it? We worked so hard in that first half, chasing the ball down and harrying and harassing them, but that's what it's going to be like, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get way back into the game now.
Yeah, the energy levels are slipping for Barnsley, as you say, they're looking a little bit tired now. Ball played down this near side for Aarons by Booth. Just on that left foot, touch with the right and in towards the near post, and it's still in play, it's knocked towards goal.
Aarons again causing problems down the left hand side for Newcastle. Time and time again he's switching onto that left foot and putting the balls in the box. Just
a bit of over elaboration there in the end from Newcastle. Armstrong got the final shot away once more, and then he was kept in at the byline and Barnsley dealt with it. They make a third and final change themselves. Callum Roberts, who plays on the right hand side normally, about to be introduced for Dave Watson's side. The ball's not long for Herdman to chase. It's away though by Freeman. Read that well.
James Bree down injured there for Barnsley, the right back. Just took a knock in that last
attack.
attack.
I'm just wondering whether it might have been cramped, as you say, a knock to the shin. And Olivier Cayman is coming off to be replaced by Callum Roberts. He's bossed that midfield at times, hasn't he?
He's been outstanding for Newcastle today. He's looked assured. He's always seems to have got 5 yards of space around him, but that's because of where he's found himself. He's running to those positions to get that space, and his passing's been second to none.
Definite prospect, the Frenchman. Refreshment and instructions from the management team for the Newcastle players. Looks like job done for them.
Yeah, I think they've had a good workout tonight. They'll be happy with the result. Probably found it harder than what they expected it, to be honest, especially that first 50 minutes when we pushed them to the limit.
North East derby on the cards then for the Magpies in the next round against Sunderland. Well, Barnsley have still got 6 minutes to have a say in this game. Pearson's had a relatively quiet evening, hasn't he, in goal. Barnsley had 2 gilt-edged chances in the first half from crosses from right and left, but couldn't put them away, which would have put a different complexion on the game.
That's it, unfortunately, in games like this, we are the underdog. When you get a chance, you have to take it, and both occasions we didn't force Pearson into a save.
Aarons received it back from Quinn. The Laser got a touch out to the far side. Now Roberts to central midfield again for Belazer. On for Armstrong. Herdman with the effort for Newcastle there. Smith didn't give him the room. Barnsley goal kick.
Been a good experience though.
Certainly has, Chris, yeah.
They've acquitted themselves well. And
a decent game to watch, hasn't it, overall, despite the scoreline.
And of course, they've done it in front of the new manager, which I mean, obviously they're a long way off the first team, but you never know. In 18 months, 2 years, some of these lads are 17, 18, pushing for it.
It's good for Danny to get an early look at the youngsters on the day that he's been appointed or reappointed as Barnsley manager. 15.5 years after he departed the club.
That is 15.5 years.
Yep. Newcastle have it on the right hand side. Ball into the box. Herdman is the target once more, but Barnsley clear up to halfway, and Maris beaten to it though by Satka. Offside against Herdman.
Maris has worked like a Trojan.
He has, yes.
His work rate today has been unbelievable.
Very, very unfortunate, as we keep saying, to be credited with the opening goal of the game. It was Armstrong's effort on target, but Maris diverted the ball past Chatterton for 1-0 3 minutes after half time, and here come Newcastle now down the right. Armstrong got the second goal. We get the challenge, and that's a good save by Chatterton. Pull back once more. Left-footed effort straight at Chatterton.
Again
from Barlaser.
Again, Chatterton's done really well. It's a great save. He's come out, he's narrowed the angle. He's made a good save. Back to his feet quickly.
Double save.
And brought in a second shot into his chest.
Well, the second effort was a tame one, wasn't it, from Barlaser, to be fair, from the edge of the area.
It was a good chance, but he saved it. He's had a great game.
He has, he's done well. Booth. Return pass from Aarons. Aarons again. Got Quinn behind him. Booth. Now Quinn. Laying in field for Barlaser. Booth. Aarons. You still sense another goal. Playing in towards the near post, but deflected out. Only half clear though. Barlaser.
Barlaser's on Wellington Street.
It is, mate, yeah. Drennan into the penalty area. Back to Quinn, long way out, goes for the chip, straight down the middle. Easy to deal with for Chatterton.
Comfortable save for Chatterton.
Surprised he tried the chip because Chatterton was stuck to his line there, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a peculiar option.
Should have fit it with some pace there. I think 3-0 would probably flatten Newcastle a little bit anyway.
I think 2-0 is a fair representative of how the game's gone, possession-wise and chances.
A good contest. Newcastle have just edged it quality-wise.
just going for attacking line.
Yeah.
I mean, just going forward. They've got a couple of players.
Clinical finishing.
That's it. And they've got 2 or 3 midfielders who can create something out of nothing. I think we've lacked that today.
Saka out for Drennan. Field for Barley's. Get Aarons here on the left. Barley's is going to find him. Aarons, step over and shot. I think Holgate there just got his foot to it, slid in well. Corner.
Surprisingly enough, he took that onto his left foot and had a shot. But no, it was a good effort. He stepped inside and outside, and then it was a good sliding tackle from Jack Holton to divert it out for a corner.
Barnsley are going to be reduced to 10 men for the closing stages of this game because James Bree hasn't recovered from that knock he took not too long ago.
It's the right decision. There's no point in risking a larger scale injury just to play the last couple of minutes of the cup.
Armstrong in low, deflected away by Cowgill. Another corner.
Chasing his hat-trick there, is it? Well, would have more, but
effectively, I suppose. Yeah. Will he be claiming that?
He will be claiming that for the goal. I would have thought shot on target. I'd have been claiming.
Chris Johnson, who scored a few for Barnsley Supporters Club 20 years ago, was it?
20 years.
A bit more recent than that, wasn't it? I played in a game with you at Hull once.
Yes, you did, man. Yeah. Should have got sent off.
I got elbowed in the ribs in the first minute, and that was my last competitive action in a football game. Newcastle have a corner again, taken short. They're just trying to hold on to possession in the last minute of the game. Intercepted near side by Booth. One back by Barnsley. Can we see a consolation from the Reds? Biggins, away to his right is Maris. Still Biggins, gets his strike away and the keeper beats it over the top. Pearson wasn't expecting that. Good effort from Harrison Biggins.
Great bit of football, worked it well down the right hand side, and then Harrison Biggins has carried it 10-15 yards, weaved left, weaved right, and it's a stinging shot that the keeper tipped over the bar.
Alton will leave the corner for Biggins himself to take.
Maybe should be a little bit more of that, 10-15 minutes ago.
Yeah, tried to test the keeper, he was certainly taken by surprise. Corner comes in, that's a poor one, but it's sliced up into the air by Barlaser. Only half clear, that's a great attempt! Wonderful goal by Jack Alton, the substitute.
Absolutely phenomenal strike.
Stunning strike.
Corner's come in, the defender sliced it way up into the air. The team's just come out and from 25 yards, it's an absolute rasper. In off the bar, fantastic goal.
30 seconds into stoppage time, Barnsley have a foothold in the game. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's a consolation at least, and it's deserved.
And what a moment to remember for him to score a goal like that on Orwell in front of the crowd, in front of the new Barnsley manager. I mean, it's what dreams are made of for him. It's just a shame it's come probably 5 minutes too late for us to mount an attack.
The under-16 youth international came off the bench. And he left the corner, and as it came back out, that strike was thunderous, and Pearson had no chance whatsoever of keeping it out. 2-1. Here they come again, Barnsley. Can they force extra time? Offside. The flag raised as it's played out to the left for Maris. And the assistant.
Tight decision again.
Once again, it's marginal.
And you just think if that goal had come 10 minutes ago with this impetus, we might have got.
There's going to be debate about the one that was ruled out against Maris as well.
Now, yeah, especially. It'll be interesting to see that again because, like I said at the time, it didn't look offside. So. But what a goal!
Magnificent. Struck it very, very cleanly. And it found its way past Pearson. And that is a testament really to Barnsley's spirit. They've continued to fight in this one. They haven't given up the ghost. Newcastle perhaps just slacked off ever so slightly, but
and they just started to panic a little bit there. They're trying to hoof it clear. We just need to get the ball. It can only be.
Herdman back to Aarons. Can Barnsley win possession back?
50 seconds left of the game now of injury time.
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes, didn't we, of stoppages as Barnsley give away a free kick for a challenge on Barlaser.
This will probably take the time here and that's the end of the game.
Great fighting spirit from the Reds. And I think they're just going to fall short this evening in this Youth Cup tie.
Just need to get hold of the ball.
They do. Newcastle keeping possession.
Which is what they've done best, I suppose, all game, and they need to keep possession.
Armstrong opts against pulling the trigger, receives the ball back, played in field. Barnsley are going to get it downfield if they possibly can. Smith did well, helped out by Freeman.
Nobody's out.
Smith and Drennan gets the foot in. Smith forced all the way back to Chatterton, unfortunately. And that's the last kick of the game from Elliot Chatterton. Barnsley have competed well in this one. They've given a good account of themselves, and they've just fallen short. Beaten by 2-1 against Newcastle United this evening. An own goal by George Maris on 48 minutes after a corner wasn't dealt with. It was struck towards goal by Armstrong, and Maris was the unfortunate party. Armstrong himself on 59 doubled Newcastle's lead from 20 yards out. And a fantastic goal from Barnsley substitute Jack Alton, just into stoppage time, gave the Reds hope. But it wasn't quite enough. Time ran out for them. They've been beaten in this Youth Cup tie this evening by 2-1. Newcastle will face Sunderland in the next round. Give us your assessment of Barnsley's performance this evening, Chris.
I think they can all hold their head up high tonight. I think they've all played well, they've put their effort in, and it's probably the right result at the end of the day, just because of the balance of possession and chances. But they played really well, and if nothing else, the goal from Jack Alton was a wonder strike and something you'll never forget, to do that and all well. It's just a shame, like I said earlier, if it had come 5 minutes earlier, we might have been able to get that pressure on and get that equaliser. But you look back on it and say, was that goal offside? Should it have been disallowed?
George Maris, one which the keeper should have perhaps dealt with anyway, but he only pushed it into his own net. I thought it might have been Talenton Love that had just strayed offside as he made his way into the box on the right, but
in which case it wasn't interfering with play though.
I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, we'll have to look at a replay on that one, but Mark Burton and Chris Howarth will certainly feel aggrieved by that one. Barnsley disputed the decision, but they weren't going to overturn it. The referee wasn't going to change his mind, and the Reds beaten by 2-1. But as I say, they've acquitted themselves well, and that will give everybody great heart, and under the watchful eye of new manager Danny Wilson, I'm sure he'll have been relatively impressed by that performance tonight.
I'm sure he will have been. They showed a never say die attitude. They acquitted themselves very well. Elliot Chatterton in goal particularly had a solid game. I mean, you can't fault him for either goal. He came, he collected corners, his distribution was good. George Maris, very unfortunate with the first goal for Newcastle, but he's worked unbelievably hard tonight. Really impressed me with how hard he's worked. He played like a third centre midfielder and a second striker. They can all hold their heads up high. They've all played well. It's just a shame they've come up against a team like Newcastle who have quality in more than one area, unfortunately.
Newcastle's quality shone through this evening. Final scoreline: Barnsley 1, Newcastle United 2. Thanks for watching on Barnsley Football Club's YouTube channel, and thanks to Chris Johnson for his sterling match summary. Good night.